This is StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fam Gamer TV. Welcome to our All Shields playthrough of Final Fantasy 12. We're gonna hop a chocobo and go into the Henny Mines because we need to kill some time. I have read in the guide that you have to go to the Henny Mines to initiate the seasons changing cycle. However, I think that going there for the story the first time was enough for us to achieve that. So I don't think that we necessarily need to step foot back in Henny Mines in order to start the cycle. I mean, I could be wrong, but we're going there anyway, just so that we can... Phase 1 dig is where we need to go for the mine player. But yeah, we're going to Henny Mines just so that we can make sure that we have this checked off our list. Now, Vanello is still casting Silence. We don't need that. Alright. Let's do this switchboard thing here. We're gonna have to fight the Flans again. Old news. I forgot, I can have these girls with Oil and Fira. I suppose we'll take this one and turn it into a Fira Gambit. Two plus. We'll do... I guess we'll get rid of regen. Oh, I forgot, we can't use anything for her. Alright, well let's go and put oil on Pinello here. Now for oil we'll do foe status fire vulnerable. And for Fira we'll do 2 plus foes present. I guess we don't need the oil as long as we have 2 people casting Fira. We're pretty much killing them anyhow. Oil is kind of unnecessary at this point. Look how fast they fall. It's insane. Let's go to... You know what? We didn't have to probably trip that trip at all. Because the way was just open for us originally the way it was. But hey, we killed some Flan. Oh shoot, we came out the wrong way. We gotta go this way. Alright. Somewhere where the mist is densest. That's where we're gonna find this mine player. it says go to phase 1 dig and then just head right. It says he's fond of casters and magic, so they're kind of coaching you on how to get through this part, because all the vampires bats in here are also weak to fire, so it sort of is telling us without telling us how to run through here very easily. Is that our mark? I don't know, I'm against the wall. I can't figure it out. Nope, that's just a bat. Mage's Habit. You would, wouldn't you? We ground for that Mage's Habit for hours and hours at first. Oh man, that was terrible. And now the first time we came back in here, you would be a Mage's Habit. It's so terrible. Okay, here's our Mind Flayer. I think if we use gambits, we can just switch this to faux status oil, and then let's see if we activate oil and then have faux status oil on. There goes oil. Oh, I think he's immune. You know what? We can fix that. Faux highest max HP. Oh, he's immune. No, he's not immune. That must be something else. We were not prepared for stop. This is bad. I rushed in without figuring out what was good. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. We have to change our party up. Let's get Vaughn out there, and he's got to have some gambits. He's got a Suna, and I'm not sure if that heals stop or what. Balthier has a remedy, and I know remedy will cure things. So let's take Vaughn out. We'll put Balthier in. And then we've got to equip something that protects against stop. Alright, you know, there's a better thing to waste on this than remedies. Let's just put Chronos Tier on him. Now we gotta wait for Balthier to turn red, or to turn white. We want our girls in here. Alright, now take Balthier out, put Fran back in. That should do nicely. have anything to get rid of stop if it's multicast. Only if it's single cast. And crap, you know what? He did it again. He did it again. That's so angering. Is there something we could do to our gambits? Something we can do. Get rid of decoy. Get rid of Fira. Get rid of charge and steal. And Vox. Get rid of Cure and Libra. Vox again, Dispel again, Decoy, Fira. This is really bad that we have no accessory to stop this. Stop from occurring. At least now it looks like we're able to. Oh, come on. What just happened there? I know what I'll do. I'll take the attack gambit off of Fran, and I'll put the Fira gambit back on. And then I'll put Decoy back on. We'll have... oh, you know what? Now we need Dispel to be back on. But we need those ladies to just dump on him with their sword attacks as fast as possible. We need him to have no reason to come over here and stop Fran. As long as Fran is not stopped, then she can throw a remedy. I do have her set up with a remedy, right? Yep, I do. You know what? We're gonna have to do gambits a different way. We're gonna have Fran cast Decoy on Ash, because then anytime that Penelo's Decoy runs out, he will just go after Ash instead. That's a good tactic. That way we keep Penelope here healed and we keep her lured, but if for any reason one of them goes down, he's still going after the other and not after us here. He's using that invert, which is putting our HPs down to our MP value. Now we need to be able to see the Mind Flayer, but not be close. Oh man. We're right there. We're almost at the point of having him beat. And his magic spells are not focusing on us, so that's good. Just kill him a little bit more. Come on, ladies. Yeah. Got him. It's quite a bit of LP too, 18 for one kill. I like it. Now that shouldn't have taken an hour in game time. So we probably should be able to get out of here and go back to Jahara and go back to Rabaneth before the dry is over. Because once The rain only lasts for an hour, and then the dry comes for 2 whole hours. 2 dark motes, not bad. Snag some extra LP snack. Ooh. I gotta change that gambit. Let's see. And I want all of the gambits that I like. I want these back on. I don't think fire magic is essential right now. So weird. It seems like the way that I read in the FAQ is that you just need to go to any mine for the first time to start the cycle of seasons. And I could swear we've been back to Giza Plains many times after Henny Mines, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe we haven't, but could we have statistically gotten to the Henny Mines, or more specifically to Rabanastre Southgate, during the rain hour multiple times while it was randomly cycling? I mean, what's the statistical probability of always finding the rains versus never finding the dry when the cycle was supposed to be happening regularly? It's a 2-to-1 ratio, obviously. That's still extremely unlucky in my book. Alright, Warrior Garamu, what do you have for us? Hop on this chocobo. Giddy up. All right. Carmagno. I wonder if that's better than what Bosch has now. Sorcerer's Habit. It is quite a bit. But you get an MP reduction and you get a magic power reduction. It's just an 8-point defense. I'm not convinced. I'm not going to wear it. Although it does seem to be better defensively. Let's go ahead back to Rabanastre. Wow, dude. It's still the rains. Dry can't be far off now. Oh, man. We're gonna save here. I don't know what else we're supposed to do. This is too much. Let's see. Clan Primer. What do we got? Is there another hunt we can do real fast? We have... Let's see. Tryman Punishment requires the dry. No, I mean, the Cry of its Power requires the dry. Paradise Risen requires the dry. Perimeter Run does not. But Little Love on the Big Plains also requires the dry. So... I think I'm just gonna wait here for a while and see if we can wait out the rains. Let's see. Is it the plains yet? The dry, I should say. Alright, well, let's go down here to Lowtown. Maybe if we go down to Lowtown and then pop back up, it'll be the dry. Now, it would make sense if the Rains was the first segment after beating Bergen. I don't think we have an hour of... Oh no, we do have an hour of game time. Because of the Nagelmer battle. Is it possible that the Dry was the first event after defeating Bergen, and then we've spent about 2 hours fighting the Nagelmer and doing other silly things? Like maybe that's the reason. I'm starting to think also that it could have something to do with entering from a different entrance. Like maybe if we go to Nalbina Fortress and then go across the Easter Sand a little bit, we could zone in and out. Now that the Weather Eye guy says that it has to be close, we can just go and walk there the long way. Soaking up all kinds of LP along the way, of course. Although this definitely seems like taking advantage of the situation here, because these enemies haven't challenged us in ages. Oh, no, this ain't it. This is the wrong entrance that we, the wrong exit we went out of. We have to come around this way. I should have just stayed on course, huh? Oh well. We'll get there one way or the other. What's this? Biomode. Not bad. Not bad at all. I will just continue to zone in for this, I guess. We could use a bunch of biomodes on our game. I totally wasn't even planning for that. Let's take our gambits off here. We don't need decoy anymore. We don't need decoy here anymore. There's a dude. Ah, the dry, we found it. We found the dry. Wonderful. Alright, now we can get cracking on some things that have been long overdue. There are some things to do here that we should have actually been able to do in the first act, if I'm being completely honest. The reason I didn't do them was because I thought, hey, let's leave it open, because I'm creating a master save file. Let's leave these things open for you know, myself to do on future playthroughs. That'd be cool, right? Wrong. Alright, so this is where we found the letter telling us to return to the village, so... well, we're not at the village. but we can go back this way and go to the village. Ooh boy. Killing things that don't have a chance. The village is this way. Now, we talked to the Nomad Elder, right? That ring. Where did you find it? That's the very ring, the ring he gave me on our wedding day. But I was careless and I lost it, so precious a thing, yet I lost it. Sidine saw how sad I was, so he set off into the plains to find it. He knew the rains would come soon, but still he went. I waited and waited. Then the rains came and could wait no more. He never returned. Even after all these years, I could never bring myself to leave this place. I've given up on ever finding that ring, but I never stopped thinking about it. And here, out of the blue, you come and bring it to me. Thank you so much. Believe you really did meet him, I do, and in time I know you'll meet him again, too. I could ask for no more, thank you. Well, oh man, we gotta meet him again? I really don't wanna. Are you here about the bill I posted? It's high time someone came. I don't know what I'm going to do about this creature. Our cockatrices are terrified. They hardly eat. They won't go for walks. Their nerves are shot. The poor deers are starting to fall ill from it. Yeah, we'll accept. Let me tell you what's going on. A vile creature called the Cluckatrice has made its nest in the land of the east. Recently its eggs hatched, and now it's viler than ever. What's worse, the Cluckatrice shies away when people approach. It's clever, this one. For our sake, and the sake of the cockatrices, kill the Cluckatrice and every one of its foul brood. Alright, well. Spotted the Cluckatrice on Giza's north bank. It's not much of a bank during the dry, but you'll find it to the southeast of the village. The Cluckatrice's nest must be near there, but I have no idea how to go about drawing it out of hiding. Try as I might, I haven't come up with anything. Perhaps you should ask the children. They're often out on the plains. Maybe they can help. Alright, well let's talk to the children. Nah, that one's not really helpful to us right now. Nothing, sorry. Alright. Rokalo. The Rain Lord, the Gill Snapper, is dead at last? How can we ever thank you? No more standing watch in the rain for us, thanks. Well, there you go. What happened? The Gill Snapper's in here? No way. Am I holding that? No way am I holding that. Don't look at me. And now I meant to ask you, whatever happened to that hairpin I gave you? Well, it had a really nice pattern, so I kept it. What, after all that? You've had it the whole time? So then it's your fault that thing showed up. You're the one who bought it. You blame me for everything. Well, I never. I've heard quite enough out of the two of you. The Rain Lord is held fast inside the urn. It shouldn't trouble us again anytime soon. Which brings us to you. You've done us a great service. You deserve to know the whole story. You see, the magics of the urn had grown weak, so it became necessary to replenish its stores. The Rain Lord within has the power to quiet the beasts of the plains, and in turn the power to keep us safe. But the urn's power fades with time. When a new Rain Lord appears, we must seal it within the urn to keep our plains safe. Then that means... all this didn't have anything to do with the tortoiseshell I bought, so how come you told us never to buy tortoiseshell? I never said anything of the sort. I said no matter the price it might fetch at market, you should not kill a tortoise simply to harvest its shell. This is true of all things, not merely tortoises. Whether hunting beasts or gathering herbs, take only what you need, no more. Yes, ma'am. Now I'll be taking the urn back. And now, Rokolo, you've served the village well, as have you, young man. Thank you. Well, great. Phobos Glaze. That's one of our pieces that we need to sell at the bazaar. He jumped to some conclusions, but I'm still a little confused about the whole thing. If the point was to capture the Rain Lord in the urn, why exactly did we have to stay during the rains? It was all the rain. People were hunting tortoises left and right. That's when the Rain Lord first appeared. It rained and rained, and people started to get sick and die. That's why I thought the curse of the tortoise had gotten me. Okay, well, whatever, dude. Ooh, an elemental is chasing you. Let's see, which of the kids can tell us something? Whole west sky lit up in a flash. We're supposed to talk to one of the kids. The tree that was blocking the path to Kerwin's finally gone, and it's a good thing too. Lots of herbs we can't find no other place. Well, here's a kid. I saw me a ball of a yellow bird out on the plains. Looked like a big chick sitting there sunning itself. It was so cute. I went up to try to touch it, and a great big bird came up out of nowhere, but I wasn't gonna hurt it, honest. You think maybe that was its mama? Okay, so the cluckatrice has its little chickatrices out there, and the chickatrices are too scared to show up if there are any monsters in that part of the plains. And we just cleared out that part of the plains. But I think we have zoned 2 zones away already, so the game doesn't count that effort yet. We lost that. We lost that part of it. So what I'm going to do is something I should have done at the very start of the game. I was trying to keep this pristine and not over level too much, and therefore I completely avoided coming to this part of the Giza Plains. And what I really should have done was come here anyway. And we're gonna get the blind magic by coming here. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's 100% spawn. Okay. Potion. We should have a blind somewhere. How do you permanently miss blind? It's supposed to be the easiest spell to get. Oh jeez. We're going back to Giza Village. Which one is blind? 34. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. It's not in here at all, it's down here. This is another one of the cells that I completely avoided just because I wanted to keep my player levels low for the demon wall. Guys, don't do this. I avoided this whole western part. The Warriors Wash, the Tome Hills, and the Starfall Field. I never set foot in any of these three because I was trying to stay low level. I would highly advise against it because of this one magic here. Blind doesn't seem like it's going to be game-changing or game-breaking or anything like that, but I mean, it sure has proven annoying to me to read all of the strategies of all of the hunts and bosses that require blind. And, well, actually they don't require blind, obviously, because I was able to kill them anyhow. But all of these uses of blind, I'm surprised at how many uses for it there actually are. And I wasn't able to use it because, surprise, surprise, I had never come here for this pot. And it's over here somewhere. I think that's it. Yep, we got blind now. Finally. Alright, well, we can go up through here, go back through the village to the eastern section. You know, I guess we should take a jog around Starfall Field, just so that I can say that I've done it. It looks like that whole place has been lit up, but I think that's just because we went through Starfall Field during the rains, and I don't think that it has anything to do with the fact of us being here in the dry. I'm going to go ahead and zone out to the Wester Sand also. Just to say I've done it. Alright. Come down here. Now the werewolves over here should be no problem for us at this point. They're very scary when you're low level and you've never fought anything this strong before, but we're just going to take him right out. Not even scary in the least. There's that light curtain. There's a Sleipnir. All obviously one-hit kills. So we're gonna take the path from the south bank to the north bank, I guess. We've never killed a Giza rabbit yet. Let's get that in the bestiary. Oh boy. Who's casting blind? That must have been a Shades of Black thing. Because we don't even have... We just got blind. We don't have it set up yet. And a gambit, even. Which means I gotta... Oh, it's a 2+ foes present thing, so there's that. I might as well put that on Pinello. Then I can turn that on. And Fran. I believe it's pretty important to kill those bunnies, because I think that even they being present will scare off the little chickabos. I think you literally have to kill everything in this cell for the cluckatrice to come out. Now when this cluckatrice does come out for us, it will be much more intimidating to look at than it will be to actually fight. If we were doing this in the natural order, we'd be a much lower level and it would be a very hard fight. It was hard enough to dissuade me from even trying to level up enough to be able to defeat it at the point in the game where I normally defeat it. I don't know why I was so impressed with my own idea of keeping my player levels down so that we could get the demon wall at the lowest possible level. Here we go. So there's a chicken trees. Don't we have a gambit for Dispel on? We'll just do well, I guess that's a haste. We have a protect gambit there. Wonderful. Now we could have had to get a whole bunch of Chicatrices killed there, because as long as that Cluckatrice is still alive, it's calling more Chicatrices to its side. And we only had 2 Chicatrices. I've fought it at a lower level, and it's harder to kill, it takes a longer time, and it has summoned, I mean, upwards of 5-6 Chicatrices to its side to help it out. So we just made that super easy by being able to kill it with just one short volley, basically. Now we got an amber armlet, which is something I've been looking for. Can finally walk the cockatrices again. You wouldn't know it to look at them, but they scare very easily. Alright. Now we're supposed to be able to speak with Dania some more. And I don't think that will happen until we leave the Giza Plains. As I tried talking with her a couple of times just now, she just says the same old stuff. Well, don't mind if I do. So let's go back to Rabanastre. We'll leave the Giza Plains completely. Then we'll walk ourselves back in. Couple of potions, not bad. Because there's some more dialogue to be had with Dania here. Or whatever her name seems to be. Dania, yeah. If you plan on touching one, say something so they know you're coming first, and you want to be real gentle. Gets to be you know what they're thinking. Cockatrices are such quiet, calm creatures, and sometimes I think they may even be intelligent. Oh, okay, so we got the feather of the flock. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of a storyline that doesn't happen until later. After another event, story event, these guys will fly the coop, and it'll be our job to round them back up again. But we did get the feather of the flock from the Giza Plains during the rains. So it seems to me like there's nothing left to do. As far as the clan primer is concerned. We got hunt reported. Hunt reported. Okay, so now we have to go and report the Parameter Run hunt. That should be quick and easy. Oh, where's the... There it is. Let's go to Mount Baromises. And we'll talk to Gertie. We bagged him. We got a Demos Clay. Now, we're going to save here. And the reason is, we have some very important selling to do. Sell some windstone, we're going to sell some firestone. A lot of the stuff is not important to sell, but some of it is. There are exactly 3 items that we have to sell. sell all these pebbles. So we have to sell Demos clay. We have to sell Phobos glaze and Heraktes flame. And that produces the morbid urn in the bazaar. Now, we don't have enough money to buy it, so we still have to sell some things. Rainbow Egg, though, I believe is its own bazaar prize. High potion pack. We'll pick that up, 10 high potions. And there we go. There you have it. The morbid urn is now within our bazaar. We'll be able to pick it up as soon as we get some more coin to do so. I guess the next best thing to do is to travel west. We're in the Paramount Rift right now, and we can go through the Gallimore jungle. There is the Dream Hare that we can encounter in the Resting Chapel here. We have everything cleared out of the Henny Mines and everything out of Jahara. We can go in the Zertinan Caverns, though. There's something useful we might be able to get out of there. Let's see, nothing in the Easter Sand, Wester Sand. Actually, there might be something in the Barham Passage that we could go do. And there might be something in Rabanastre that we can do. But we've never been through the High Waste yet. And I kinda do want to get some storyline out of the way. So we may do some of that stuff. But this is the end of the video. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and hit the notification button. Any sort of attention that my daughter can get for her channel is greatly appreciated. I will appreciate it as well. We didn't actually stream today. We streamed yesterday, some Minecraft, and maybe tomorrow we'll do some Kingdom Hearts 3 or something. So, you know, just stay tuned. My daughter will be back, and we'll be on the mic together, enjoying a game. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.